Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear future leaders from all around the country, our great country, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Welcome to your English class. Also, I would like to welcome Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. He's going to be our sign language interpreter. And now, I think we're so ready to start our new lesson. It's first intermediate grade, first semester. Our subject is English. Our lesson of today is going to be enrichment, unit 3. This is my name is Khulud Saoud. As always, it's a pleasure to be your teacher. Let's start with our online classroom rules. Number 1, find a quiet study area. Make sure you have everything you need around, your book, pen, pencil, and maybe someone to talk to. Number 2, avoid any distractions like food, TV, and other online resources. Number 3, keep strong and positive. Are you ready? Let's start. Please open your book, Unit 3. What's that? Page 24. We're going to have a revision for Unit 3. Remember, we covered many topics in Unit 3, such as give commands and instructions. Remember, always I start my class with classroom rules. Please open your book. Please be quiet. Please avoid distractions. I just gave you commands and instructions. And we learned how to say that in a polite words, saying please. Also, we learned how to ask for identification of things and demonstrative pronouns such as this and that, these and those. This and that, these and those. Imperatives and indefinite and definite articles, a, an, and the. Let's start. At the very beginning of the unit, we learned, listen, and discuss. We took a tour in a museum. Remember? And we talked about different kind of museum. Which words on these pages do you already know? And as you can see, here is a tour guide talking to visitors for the museum. Welcome to the museum. My name is Tom. I'm your guide. Follow me, please. Don't touch anything and no photographs. Can you tell me, can you find me a commands and instructions? So, let's look at the first sentence. Welcome to the museum. He was introducing himself. My name is Tom. I'm your guide. Follow me is an instruction. Please don't touch anything. And he said the polite word, please, and no photographs. Those are the rules of the museum, right? As you can see, we learned different words of items that we can find at the museum, such as an airplane, television, copywriter, telephone, camera, bicycle, car. Please practice spelling. It's a good idea to keep practicing spelling for new words if you have words that you think you're not familiar with. Also, we had a conversation between two ladies at the museum tour. What is this? It's a radio. And what are those? They are calculators. What is this for a singular? What are these for plural? As you can see, radio is only one item and calculators are more than one. Also, there was a section at the museum that provides you with souvenirs. And remember, we talk about souvenirs. They are things or gifts that you can get from a certain place that will help you to remind that place. Let's say if you're visiting another country, you can get some souvenirs from that country has the name of that place. Check out those sculptures. We have some items like sculptures, lamp, keychains, watches, tote bags, toys. Also, the tour guide was saying this is a famous modern sculpture. That is a water fun. Did you notice the difference between this and that? This for a singular when the item is closer to you, and that for a singular item when it's far away. This and that. In grammar, we were introduced to demonstrative pronouns such as this, that, these, and those. If I'm talking about a singular item, I will be saying this and that to point at an item. For plural, these and those. Use this, these for things near you, and use that, those for things far from you. This, that, these, those. Imperatives. Use the imperative for commands and instructions. Say please to be polite. Let's look at affirmative positive form, sit down. Sit down. It's imperative verb. I'm giving you a command, but in order to be polite, you need to follow that with please, or you can say it right before, please sit down. If I want to make the negative form of it, I would be adding do not, don't sit down. Please don't sit down. Also use the imperative to give advice. So if you're giving instructions or advice such as buy those posters, they're nice. Don't buy those. Don't buy that painting, it's strange. Indefinite articles such as a, an. The indefinite articles a, an come before singular nouns. Use a for words that begin with a consonant sound. What's the consonant sound? Almost all the alphabet except the 5 vowels, which is the vowels right here, A, E, I, O, and U. As you can see, the first word right here, a radio, a calculator, a painting. Can you tell how many radios I'm talking about? It's only one. Just looking at the indefinite article that is used for only singular nouns. A radio, only one. A calculator, only one. A painting, only one item. How about if it's plural? No need for the a or an. Use an before words that begin with a vowel consonant. An airplane, an airplane, an English class. Did you see the difference? Also, in the section about you and listening, we ask 2 questions such as what's in your backpack or bag? What's in your desk? About you and listening, Mark and Andy are on a tour of the museum. Listen and circle things they see. There was certain items, and while you're listening, you need to pay attention to those items. Sometimes you're familiar with some of them, like tote bags or painting, teddy bear. Whenever you hear that item, you're supposed to circle that item. Remember, it's a good idea to keep a notebook near to you, and whenever you ask a word or maybe something that's related to the questions that are there, you're gonna circle the item or write a note next to it. In pronunciation and conversation, there are 2 ways to pronounce the TH letters. Listen, then practice. We have different sounds here. Look at the first word at number 1 right here. Think. Think. 10th. Thanks. What do you hear? Th, right? How about number 2? Same letters but different sound. This, that, these, those, they. Did you notice the difference? You can always put your hands in front of your mouth and try to sound that letter. Think and this. Do you feel the vibrations more in this and that? Good job. Also, we had a conversation about dinosaurs that took place in a museum, in a science museum, and we learned how to ask about such items like, what's that? Do you think the item is close to the person or far away? That. It is far. It's a singular item and it's far from the person or the speaker. What's that? It's a dinosaur. It's a Tyrannosaurus rex. Wow, it's enormous. Enormous means very big or huge. It's 65 million years old. What are these rocks? Actually, they are not rocks, Mike. They are fossils. Look at this fish. And this is the skeleton. Do you think the skeleton is far or close by the speaker? It's only singular and it's close. How can I tell? He didn't say that, he said this, right? Yes, his name is Jerry. He's about 3 million years old. Also, we learned to choose your ending for certain conversations. So you will be the one who will try to end the conversation. Either you could make a guess, you choose one of those three options, and then you will repeat the same conversation choosing your ending. In reading, we took a tour in a museum of science. It was one of my favorite during Unit 3. What kind of things do you see in museums? We were introduced to walk through the 6-meter model of human heart. It was very giant. See the first spacecraft to go around the moon. Go inside a German submarine from World War II, 1944. The museum has a lot of things from the world of science and technology. Also, we learned that they have special attractions. Attractions are spaces of interest, places of interest that you would go and visit. Like Leonardo da Vinci exhibit, discover the inventions of the famous painter, a man truly before his time. In writing corner, we use the indefinite articles such as a or an to introduce a singular noun for the first time. What does that mean? Remember, reading is an output skill. So you are about to share your ideas. Writing is an output skill. So you're about to share people or your readers your thoughts. So let's say you're talking about the museum. But what kind of museum you're talking about? We have no idea. You're at the very beginning of your paragraph introducing a new museum that we have no idea about. So at this moment, you will be using a museum because you're introducing the item for the first time. But what happens if I add more information and I want to talk about the same place for the second time? Let's look and see. The museum has a dinosaur skeleton. I'm introducing the item for the first time. It's for my readers, right? Use the definite article the to talk about a noun for the second time. The dinosaur skeleton is enormous. Which dinosaur I'm talking about? The first one I was mentioning in my paragraph. Did you notice that? So whenever you want to introduce something new to your readers, you'll start with using indefinite article a or an if you're mentioning that for the first time, And if you want to talk about the same idea or thought or the noun of something, you're going to say the. Okay? The thing, the dinosaur skeleton is enormous, because already your readers know what you're talking about. Number 3, add s to most plural nouns. Do not use the article a or an with plural nouns. Why? Because a or an comes only with singular nouns. Remember when we said a radio? We can't say a radios, right? The museum has many fossils. Did you see that? Number 4, use the definite article the to talk about plural nouns for the second time. The fossils are about 200 million years old. Did you notice something here? So the first time I said the museum has many fossils. When I was mentioning that for the second time, I added the article the. So by the end of this lesson, I hope you enjoy watching and learned something. Always make sure you go back to the unit and double check your information. If you need to go back and study or review, go back to the last section of the book. There would be a nice chart that shows you the point of strength that you need to cover during the unit. Thank you so much. I hope you have good time until I meet you next lesson. Thank you so much.